back, everyone. I hope you're all awesome. We're checking out the Synergy 800 and Plexi modules today. They kind of speak for themselves. You know what these are based on. The rest of the signal chain is in the video description, but I am playing my Les Paul to start, so let's hear some open chords and get straight into it. That's ridiculous. I could just sit there and play stuff like that all day. It's the Australian way, after all, with this kind of AC/DC chord. So that kind of passes the test. Let's just go straight to the second channel. It's got a similar amount of gain. I just got the bright switch on, and this has a bit more of that mid to late 80s hair. It is a little bit noisier with these pickups because they're not potted, but let's check it out. That is basically the 2-channel 800 style head that the certain big M should be making. You've got channel 1, the kind of AC/DC style chords. Channel 2 is going to do, you know, your saturated Guns N' Roses thing. Let's hear on the neck pickup. We're going to circle around in a little bit and hear this with a different guitar and maybe with a boost in front. You can hear my volume pot is a little bit scratchy. You can also hear the birds making a whole bunch of noise outside. If you're hearing kind of demonic squawks, that's what it is. So let's move over to the Plexi module right now. Basically the same setup, but you've got the kind of dual volume control you would expect on a Plexi style amp. I'm going to start on this first channel and let's just see how clean we can get this if I turn volume 2 off. Neck pickup, and I'll just slightly bring in volume 1 slowly, and then I'll bring in volume 2. Basically, volume 1 is giving you the hair, and volume 2 is giving you the body. my God. I love the Plexi module with both volumes all the way up. That is so chewy. Now, the Senn 2 has this thing called the sag control. Let's see. I crank the sag control up if it gets saggier. Yep, it's doing the sag thing. I think that's kind of the magic thing about this system in there where, you know, real Plexi, it's really about smashing the power section. And that sag control, I have no idea what's going on, but that's that's the killer app with this, right? You can have this Plexi preamp, which, you know, a lot of the time when you just get like a Plexi style preamp, they're just way too bright and they don't do the saggy thing, and you've got a standalone power amp, so they don't have a shared power supply. But that's adding something in there, which I think is really, really essential for that kind of sound. So yeah, I dig that. I dig that a lot. Let's hear it with this purple shredder guitar for Ultimate 80s. So that is super interesting, just changing from a Les Paul to this. Really gives you a different vibe on there. I would go for less sag with this guitar. Let's go back over to the trusty 800. I might just dial back the gain a bit on the second channel. Let's have a listen to the same sort of stuff. I think in this particular instance, I want to hear this boosted. I'm going to connect a Boss Super Overdrive just in front of the Senn 2. I've been running straight in previously to this, so let's add the SD one. Volume all the way up, gain on 0. That is crazy bright with this guitar. Let's turn the bright switch off. The SD1 is doing a lot in front of that. That's very much getting that sort of late 80s, early 90s chunky 800 thing. Let's hear it in drop C now. So I love an 800 style circuit boosted with an SD1. That is doing that beautifully. I quite liked it on the lower gain settings, unboosted with a Les Paul as well. Finally, let's hear this Plexi module boosted and unboosted with the Hamer. I think I kind of prefer the Plexi unboosted with this particular guitar. Definitely like the 800 with the pre-boost, just for that thing that it does. But this is a vibe right now at the moment, this Plexi module where I've got it set. This guitar with the Duncans in drop C, it's kind of got this messiness about it, which is kind of nice. When a lot of the time when you think of high gain drop tunings, you think of these super tight sounds. And I love those super tight sounds, like, you know, a Boogie Mark series or a boosted 5150. But this is another way you can do high gain in drop tunings. The old Plexi circuit works pretty amazingly well. So before I play you all out with some more filthy drop C riffs, let me know what you thought about these two modules. Which one was your favorite one? What sort of tones would you be looking to get out of these? I'm always curious to know what people's preferences are, but at the moment with this guitar, I'm gonna riff out on the Plexi. Thanks so much for watching the video. I'll see you all next time.